Drew Lock and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
One pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the scrimmage.
That one complete to Joe Reed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. First and goal from just inside the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Herbert's pass complete to
Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That's good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
1st and 10 at the...
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Goodwin. Return will stop right around the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Chargers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Maurice Hurst. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And it brings up 3rd.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
To Austin Eckler. A 12-yard gain.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Chargers 10.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because extra is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For Henry Ruggs.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running is Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The man has got it. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be caught. And take it into the end zone for the Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Joe Reed on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
To Hunter Henry.
Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The Charger ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, and he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now whistles here, I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Spin a 1st-round pick on a defensive back. Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
At the 19-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
He's got him in. Complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. That'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Lock. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll let this go deep for runs, and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. A very quick pass to Ridley. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
2-yard line.
Lock now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on first down is Lock. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Play action. Now it's Locke. On the move to his left. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 30.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now Eckler. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35.
Eckler, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 87.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Herbert. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry.
Herbert's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarter.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, here's Herbert. For Kidder here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Makes the score Chargers 20.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now here's another interception. It's Chris Harris with the pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it?
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 19.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Raiders now down by 6, 1:51 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work 3 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lock to throw. Got an open man. It's Rose. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Block off of play action. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Joe Reed returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Herbert now to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At their 48-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, does say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. So this one's over.